Well, hello, my friends. Cynthia Spurko recently asked this last couple of days. She was wondering how to get clients to see the value that they are getting and how to write an impressive script, for a pricing script that converts. So, by the way, this came from our free personal brand photography group, which, if you're not part of, join now, right here. pbpcommunity.com will take you right there. It's right here on Facebook. And every week I'm going to be grabbing a question from that and doing a live video to answer that. So, all right. So, great question. How do we get clients to see this value? And then how can we write a script that's going to convert full price clients, right? Good question. All right. So, first thing you need to know is that there's no magic script that is going to convert everybody into a full priced client, okay? But that being said, our messaging is absolutely important because if they don't see the value of it, they're never going to hire you. And we definitely need to know how to communicate that value to our clients. So here's how we do this. Now, one, the big thing is we don't have a canned response that we say to everybody the same, okay? There's not one description of what personal brand photography is or that value that will work for everyone. So the key here is to get very specific to the person that we're talking to, okay? So to do that, first and foremost, we need to understand their business struggles, because when we understand what their struggle is and what their problem is, and then second, how we can help them overcome that, then our messaging becomes a lot more clear. So if we can speak to, and I'll give you an example of this in a minute, so hang with me because I'll make it really, really specific for you, but I want to give you kind of the framework. So we need to understand their specific business problem that we can solve with our photography, with personal brand photography, okay? And then we need to make sure we can communicate that super clearly. And in this case, the more specific we can get, the more effective our messaging is gonna be. So we do this by speaking their language and putting everything in terms that they understand, and when possible, adding values to that messaging to really show them the literal dollar value that we can help them with, okay? So here's the example that I'm gonna use. I know that's a bunch of information, but bear with me because it's gonna be clear here. See, this is a great example. Me talking in general about what to do versus giving you a very specific and concrete example of what that looks like. Because when it's very specific and concrete, it becomes more clear. Good morning, Tracy, nice to see you. All right, so here's my example. Let's consider a realtor, okay? So for a real estate agent, or realtor, whatever you want to call them, they are looking for clients who are buying and selling homes. We're gonna go with the residential realtor, not the commercial ones. And they are, people who are selling their homes or buying a home. This is probably the largest purchase they're gonna make in their lifetime. And so they want to know that they can trust the person that they are working with. They want to know that, they have their best interest in mind, that they like working with them, that the realtor that they choose to work with is really going to help them navigate this really big purchase in their life, or this big sale, so they get the, best money they can for their house. So trust is a huge issue. And it's been shown again and again and again that people work with those that they know, like, and trust. I think Dale Carnegie is credited for that quote. I could be wrong on that because it's coming off the top of my head. In his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Great book, by the way. And so our personal brand photography can help them build that know, like, and trust factor, which is going to help them get more clients, right? So when we can explain that and we can use those terms and we can say, okay, they need to trust you. If they don't trust you, they're not going to pick you as their realtor, right? And so you're going to lose that client either way. But when we can share our stories or share your story with them and make you feel like a real person, then they're going to be more likely to feel like they know you, like they like you, if you've got stuff they connect with, like if you love dogs and they love dogs, like you're going to attract all these dog owners who want to have a great space where their dog can run, all the stuff, whatever. Okay, so the more you can understand them, the better. But now here's this where everything gets even better and we bring in the special sauce. This is where we add an actual monetary value to this. So in this case, for a realtor, I'm going to use numbers that are average for my area, okay? I have a friend who's a realtor. Around here, they make 8% commission. And so just to make it easy, and because that might be high for other areas of the country, I don't know. But this is where you need to know. If you're going to talk to realtors, you should try and figure out what their commission percentage is. Let's say 5%. Let's say it's a 5% commission. And so, and the other thing is that, like, I see a couple of you are here, Rebecca, Diane, Tracy. Give me an average house value that sells in your area. For me, it's pretty low because we're kind of in a remote place, and so you can get housing really cheap here. So maybe $150,000 is a decent house here. In other areas of the country, that's not going to get you, a rental property or whatever. So let's see. Oh, there's a lag, so I'm not catching the comments. Sorry. So we'll go with, let's just say $300,000 as an example. It's probably low for big metro areas on the coasts. It's probably high for areas like mine or Iowa or Utah or wherever. But let's just use $300,000 as an average home value. So if you can help them sell one extra house at $300,000 and they make a 5% commission, that's a $15,000 commission that they make. And that's just if our photography helps them get one extra client, right? And so, Diane says 150 to 250. So if Diane, let me see, I think I can pull this on. Look at that. Oh, I love this software. Okay, so if Diane's, we'll use 200,000 then, okay? So if you're talking to a realtor, Diane, you could say, okay, if your commission, and you could straight up ask them, okay, how much, what commission percentage do you make on a house, right? They say 5%. Say, okay, 5%, and you sell on average a $200,000 house. That's a $10,000 commission, right? If you just have one extra client. My photography can help you build that know, like, and trust factor to help you get more people in as clients. And so, for every single client that you get that's an extra $10,000 on average that you're going to make. And so you definitely want to work with somebody who understands how to help you build that connection with your clients so that they do feel like they know you, they do feel like they trust you, and that they really like you so that you can get more of that, right? And so in that case, you definitely can make, you can show them dollars worth, like just one extra client a year will make you on average an extra $10,000 or whatever your numbers are for your market, right? And so when we can explain the value of it, how, their problem is they don't have enough, clients to working with them. They want more clients, they want more leads, they want more, they want more people to sell houses for and to buy houses through them as a realtor because they want these commissions. And so the more people they have doing that, the more they're going to make, and the more people trust them. You could just tell them straight up, I know that trust is huge. This is one of people's largest transactions they'll ever make in their life. If they know, like, and trust you, they're going to be more likely to work with you than someone random they've never met. So my photography can help build that know, like, and trust factor so that, if you're making $10,000 for a single purchase and you just need one extra client, this is easily it's gonna pay for your investment in personal brand photography several times over for even a single session. Now imagine if you have 10 clients a year, 10 extra clients from this, that's $100,000 extra that personal brand photography can add to your bottom line by building that know, like, and trust factor. Do you see how much more powerful that is to get really specific, both with their problem, how our solution helps them, and then grabbing the money and putting the actual value in? Like, do you see how powerful that is and how easy it would be to sell personal brand photography if you can share it that way versus just saying, oh, well, it helps you build your personal brand online so you can sell more. It's so generic, it doesn't make sense. Now, that very specific message is not going to work for Mommy Blogger. For Mommy Blogger, you need to understand their specific struggles, how personal brand photography can specifically help them, and what their monetary needs are, so you can put that into dollars and cents and literally show them the dollar value that they could get by not only having personal brand photography done, but then implementing it and actually using the photos to do this. So, that's exactly how we approach this. This is why there is no one specific little script that's going to work for everyone. Now, the 1K weekend script works because it's a sale and it's a deal and it is a little bit more generic, but it would be even more powerful if it was more specific, straight up. So did you guys find this useful? If you did, I want you to know that I actually go in depth in this even more, plus share a few other examples of like a course creator, a couple other things too, in a free 90-minute in-depth pricing workshop. I just did it a couple of days ago and I've got a streaming rebroadcast of it up. So if you missed it, you can still watch that. I think I can put, Ty, this is super cool. I can even put links on the screen and stuff. Here's the Pricing Masterclass link. So if you missed it, you can go to pricingmasterclass.com and sign up. There's going to be, what this software will do is it'll actually give you a couple different streaming times so you know when you can catch one of them. And so you can sign up there. It's totally free. It's 90 minutes. Plus, actually, if you watch through it, I give you a copy of my pricing guide workbook, which I sell for $149 for free if you watch the entire thing, just for showing up and getting that, because I really want to help you with your pricing. But we do talk more about this messaging. We talk a lot about how to compete with underpriced photographers in your area when you're charging profitable rates that might be significantly higher than them. We go in depth on that. Plus, I talk about how to find that pricing sweet spot in your market, which is the spot where people feel like this is phenomenal value, plus you're still making the profit that you want to be making, right? And I cover all sorts of random stuff, like should you show pricing on your website? And just really go deep into all of this. So yeah, Jessica said, I'd really like to see it. I signed up, but life got in the way. So Jessica, because I did it live, but there is a streaming rebroadcast. So if you go back to that same link and sign up again now, you'll be able to watch the streaming rebroadcast. You're definitely gonna want to see that. So yeah, I hope you guys found this question of the week helpful. I'm gonna try and do these every Monday at noon Central Time, and I actually want to be adding a few more things to this as well and make this kind of a fun time for personal brand photography education and growth. So for now, we're starting with the question of the week. We will expand from there. I want to start featuring some of you and more of that. But for now, go check out this pricingmasterclass.com. And if you have not yet become part of our free personal brand photography group, right here, go to pbpcommunity.com. That's where I'm going to be taking my questions from. So if you would like to ask me a question and have me answer it right here on a live Q&A, definitely go to that link. Just ask in the group. You'll get feedback from everyone else in the community. Plus, you will get a chance for me to answer it on our weekly thing. So thanks so much, you guys. I loved having you here. Go join the group. And if you haven't yet already, go watch one of the streaming rebroadcasts of the Pricing Masterclass. 90 minutes long, so set some time aside, but trust me, it is worth it. It's really great. If some of you are there and want to share how awesome it was in the comments right now, that would be really amazing, because I'm sure other people would like to know that it's actually worth their time. And I will share one thing with you too that's kind of important. Well, I guess it's not that important, but I have a full story session system that literally walks you through how to create a profitable personal brand photography business with a steady stream of clients and income year round at very profitable prices. And so I use this as the foundation for this pricing masterclass. Like, I can't go through everything that I teach in the story session system in a 90-minute masterclass regarding pricing, but I do use it kind of as the high-level overview for it so that you get a little taste of it. Now, I don't give the story session system away for free. It's actually a $2,000 course system, whatever you want to call it. It's literally a step-by-step system that over 1,075 photographers have gone through to create successful businesses. But I will tell you, as a hint, if you find this useful, there is an opportunity at the end of the masterclass for you to get a private invitation at a lower price. So you might want to stick around for that if that's something you're interested in. But definitely check out the masterclass, because that's where all that info is, and would really just love to help you with your pricing, because I really believe that if we can have profitable pricing across the board for everybody in our industry, it helps everybody. Like, there's no reason you need to be undercharging in that race for the bottom if you're doing things right. So this is why I'm doing this. Really want to help you guys. If you know anybody who needs help with their pricing, send them here. And yeah, have a great day. Would love to see you in our free group. And thanks for showing up. Bye, guys.